wondered what the next big idea will be? The new way forward? It's time to ask questions about our future. Explore new ideas. Seek out fresh insights. Consider different perspectives. I'm Asha Gill. Join me on Future Forward as I discover what matters in this world of ours. Healthcare has always been associated with a human touch. There are doctors in clinics, surgeons in operating theatres, and nurses in hospitals. But will technology and robots take over one day and possibly do an even better job? Hospitals in Singapore are on the cutting edge and have been tapping on technology to facilitate the provision of medical care. The National University Hospital, or NUH for example, has been using robotic technology since 2007 in more complex surgical cases.
It's a master and slave relationship where the surgeon is the master and the robot is a master-slave robot. Essentially, it's mechanized arms, so whatever the surgeon does as a surgeon, whatever he does with his hands is translated to the movements of the arms of the robots, which still uses very tiny instruments which are placed into the patient's body to translate the movements that a surgeon makes through his hands. All those problems that are related to humans for errors are well taken care of by the robot. And your reliance on other people to help you within the surgery becomes lesser and lesser. So as a surgeon, you become more independent. The optics of robotic surgery is very immaculate. It gives you a 3D vision which is very sharp, and the surgeon who can sit at the console is much more relaxed and can perform a much more better job.
So robots can in fact help the surgeon by minimizing human errors and providing greater precision. Looking ahead, we can expect robotic technology to develop even further in surgery.
Robots in surgery have been around for quite a long time, but if we ask the question whether robots are its prime, the answer is no. I think it is a constant evolving field. It will depend upon how we push the frontiers of technology. It will not reach its prime in the very near future. I think there's lots and lots that can be done. It might become tele-robotic surgery. I probably might be able to sit in my office one day and operate from there on a patient. I think there's a lot that can be done, that is being done, and that would be done in future to make this technology evolve.
And it's not just robots that have been invading the operating theatre. Surgeons have been tapping on technology more normally associated with another industry. To be precise, stereoscopic 3D technology, which movie fans will be familiar with.
3D technology, I think, today changed completely the panorama of doing surgery. When we do laparoscopic surgery in which imaging is involved, in which you are talking about 2D dimension, we lost a lot of perception in terms of depth. So the 3D technology restore what we are doing in open surgery.
You can appreciate depth in a much more precise way, and the distinction between different types of tissues is just fabulous. Secondly, the important thing about 3D technology is that it allows you to define curvatures very easily. You can appreciate the curvatures of the needle, and so your bite that you take to suture structures are much more precise.
There is a second technology from another industry that has been introduced into the operating theatre. Google Glass's wearable technology, where voice-activated information can be displayed right in front of the surgeon, can potentially facilitate surgeries.
The Google Glass has been used in NUH over the last 4 to 6 weeks, and we have done a pilot trial study and really using it to transmit live X-ray pictures to the surgeon's eyes while we operate on the patient. So the Google Glass helps to hopefully focus the surgeon's attention so that he doesn't look at different screens and also having to focus on the patient as well. This is an initial pilot study, but we are moving it into a larger scale, hopefully sometime near in the future.
While the pilot study has only just gotten underway, the possibilities seem rich when it comes to the use of Google Glass in surgery, including reducing the geographical distance between doctors.
One of the things that we are exploring now is whether a single surgeon setting, when they're operating on the patient, they can transmit the patient's vital signs straight to the Google Glass, so that the surgeon can focus on operating on the patient with vital signs transmitted so that they can monitor the patient at the same time. The other area is, of course, the transmission of medical knowledge and it could be a live communication between doctors in developing countries with doctors in developed countries. If they are looking at a patient or operating on a patient, we can be there for them, and it could be the other way around. They may be learning from our side from them. So there could be a transmission of knowledge either way, transmission of ideas, medical knowledge, surgical skills across boundaries. I think there's much strength in this area.
We have seen how technological developments can open up possibilities